Hello, my name is Lauren Ruiz. I'm going to walk you through the Integrato Power Pack. I'm a senior consultant at Integrato, and I'm very excited to show you the awesome products. We're going to get started going through the fixed asset auto life customization on the fixed asset card. Having to memorize the depreciation years for the fixed asset categories could result in mistakes. We created a customization where you can autofill the years based off of the type of fixed asset. For this example, we're going to do a car. So if I select plus new, I'm going to put in the description. I'm going to put in the fixed asset class. And if I go to select from full list, you'll see that there's a fixed asset auto life. So whenever I select a certain type of fixed asset code, based off of the auto life, it will auto populate the life or the years for you. I'm going to select OK. And then I'm going to put in the depreciation start date. And as you can see, the number of depreciation years auto-filled with 4 years. The next customization is the request to approve calculation. And what this does is it shows you the amount that you're actually asking for approval if there's a partial invoice. So if you have a partial invoice, it's going to show you the total invoice amount of that partial amount, okay? The next customization is the source name on the GL entry table page. So if I go to the chart of accounts and I go to a GL account, as you can see here, you have the source number and then you have the source name. And this is very beneficial for customers if you're doing a reconciliation of your financials. You can see the actual customer or vendor or bank account name versus memorizing the different codes. The next customization is on the vendor list view page, and it shows the diversity product type and diversity vendor minority code. And what's great about this is you can add this on the vendor card, and then you can take the vendor list view and create your own minority report. Okay, as you can see here, we have the 2 fields on the vendor card. So the next customization is on the item list view. As you can see, it's filtered to blocked no. So what this does is shows you a list of all the active items. As you can see, if I deselect this, which you can do, it will show more items, which would be the blocked item. The next customization has to do with the physical inventory report. If I do a search for the physical inventory journal, we have added the shelf number to the report. So if I come over here and I select print and I select preview, as you can see now we have the shelf number on the report, which is very beneficial for the warehouse workers when they're doing their physical inventory count so that they can see where the item is located. And this is filled out on the item card itself. The next customization has to do with the approval workflow page. On this page, you can see there's 2 new columns. One's the approval workflow admin. And what this allows is multiple admins, because out of the box Business Central only allows 1. And this allows users, if they're checked on this page, to be able to view where the workflow is for all different documents in the system and to delegate workflows. The read-only approval workflow allows users to view where the workflow is, but it doesn't allow delegation. And as you can see, you can have multiple users here as well. The next customization has to do on the item list view, where it automatically shows out of the box the quantity on sales order and the quantity on purchase orders. And as you can see, if I select the 11 on the quantity on purchase order, it drills down to all the purchase orders where I have quantity. The next customization, if I go back to the chart of accounts, it shows the balance at date automatically. So you can see the balance at any given time if you're doing a date filter in the system, which is very beneficial to accountants. The next customization is the job queue notification, which is on the job queue page. Okay, so if I select the status error, it will show an error notification email, and an email will be sent out to that user if there's an error. Okay, and this results and users getting a notification right away versus a delayed response so that users can come into the system and either restart it or fix the error. The next two customizations have to do with security reports in Business Central. These are great reports to get an overview of the different security groups and user permission sets in the system. If I come here to my home screen, the first one is security group permission sets. So if I click here, I can filter by the security group. And if you don't want to filter by a security group, you can leave this blank. And if you preview this report, what you'll be able to see is the security group's name, along with the different permissions of the security group and the users that fall into that security group. You can also send this report to Excel if you wanted to, pivot or do other things with it. The next report is the user permission group report. You can filter by user in here, and you can also select a Boolean field to only show permission sets for users that don't have security groups, okay? To see if you have any users that aren't using security groups. If I preview this report, you can see all of the different users with their permission sets and security groups. And you can also see which companies they belong to. Those are the awesome new customizations in the Integrato Power Pack. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you a clear picture of how Integrato's Power Pack can simplify your operations and help deliver even more value to your Business Central. If you're curious about how it works for your company, I'd love to hear more from you. Please reach out for a walkthrough, or you can send an email to support@integratotech.com.